Hey guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today I just wanted to make a quick little video and show you that I'm 90% sure that some of the advanced settings or something to do with the force feedback is a little bit broken in the Horizon demo. So I'll just quickly show you what I'm running at the moment. And I was recommended by one of the forum users that I disable VJoy, and I've done that. And I was hoping that may have solved some of the issues I was having, but the issues are persisting, and I'll just highlight one of them really quick. Force feedback understeer, I've got this set to 100 at the moment, and on Forza 7 if you have this set at the highest value you'll basically get no force when you turn the wheel past your peak tire slip angle. So once you start understeering, the force feedback will pretty much just drop off dramatically, pretty much to zero. And that's pretty much what this little description tells us. It sets the mechanical trail align torque, which balances understeer and oversteer force feedback. The larger this value, the more prominent the loss of traction will be in understeer. Lower values provide more prominent oversteer feeling. Now, more prominent oversteer feeling means that when the front tires pass grip, the drop-off in force is not as severe, so you still have good aligning force through the wheel. So this is on 100, and I'll just show you a quick little test. And I'm driving the Ford Focus. I thought I'd try something a little bit differently. So as you can see, hang on, I just flip my mouse upside down. You should be able to see there, as soon as I go past peak grip, the wheel just pretty much stays where I leave it, if not pull itself further towards full lock. Now it's not doing it. It seems so random how it works. See, now it's pulling itself to full lock. So we're getting a negative value from the pneumatic torque, which is somewhat realistic, I guess. Most torque curves for... I'll try and move my mic a little bit closer to my mouth. Most pneumatic curves for tyre torque will actually go into a negative value at extreme slip angles. So let's just, now you've seen that is doing pretty much what it's supposed to do. Now I'll quickly just jump in there and put it on the opposite extreme. So this should show us that we'll get pretty much no drop off in force. Okay, so we've applied that. We'll just quickly double check it, make sure it's applied, because some of the settings can be a bit dodgy. And okay, it hasn't applied. Let's try that again. Perhaps this was the issue I was having. Oh, whoops. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. So force feedback scale, understeer. Okay, done. Just quickly double check that. I looked at the wrong slide then. So understeer is 0, force feedback scale is 100. And while I've been playing in this session, I have noticed that the force feedback gets soft and goes stiffer, kind of all on its own. So it's quite soft here at the moment.
400 yards.
You can see I turned past peak slip, and there's still a dramatic drop off in force. The aligning force. Oops, my shifter's not working. I'll set it up. So the aligning force isn't doing what it's supposed to when I change that setting at all. Now I'll quickly jump back in there. Now this setting worked on Forza 4. You've seen a lot of other YouTubers, especially drifters like Spitzy and possibly even Slaptrain. I haven't seen any of his videos on settings, but in Forza 7 most drifters will recommend you run force feedback understeer at minimum, myself included, because it makes the wheel self-align better even if the tyres are past their peak slip angle or understeering. So we'll try this minimum force. This is supposed to set the build-up of force from the tyre, so if we run this really low it should start to feel really stiff. So we'll quickly run that at 0 and give it a test.
Turn around
And
when it is safe to do so.
I'm feeling almost no difference at all. Understeer is still not working, or doing what it's supposed to. the speed here. Try this curve up here.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Yeah, so we're still getting significant drop off. Wheel is not feeling super tight or anything from the adjustment to the minimum force, which should be renamed to something else because it's not a minimum force at all. So we'll try this at 100. See if it makes any noticeable
Turn
difference.
around when it is safe to do so.
Okay, now that feels stiffer near the middle. So it seems like this setting is inverted from what the description says, and also what how it worked in Forza Motorsport 7. So if you want the wheel to feel stiffer, you want to run this wheel, that setting higher. Get to the tarmac here. Try understeer. So the understeer setting still isn't working. So we'll just quickly check that description real quick, just to make sure I haven't messed things up. But I'm pretty sure it says the build-up of force feedback from lateral. Larger values provide a more linear tire response with lateral input. Lower values provide an aggressive response curve. So yeah, the lower value is supposed to make it feel stiffer near the middle, and I'm not feeling that whatsoever. The higher value has actually made it feel much stiffer. So that description is wrong for what I'm experiencing right now. Let's just try to pump this up to 100 again and see what happens. See if anything changes with the other setting change. It still feels quite
Turn
tight.
around when it is safe to do so.
Okay, now we're getting less drop off. Let's just try again here. Okay, yep, so I'm getting less drop off now. By changing the two settings together. Oh, now there's no drop off. It's so intermittent. There's something really dodgy going on. Oh, and the wheel's still tight.
Recalculating route.
No drop off again. Let's try again up here. And let's drop off. Huge drop off to turn in. And let's just move my mouse there. There's something is really dodgy going on. Either the settings just aren't working properly, or they're just kind of going haywire on their own in the background, and it's really starting to annoy me, really. I really just wish they would put the data out feature into the game so we could use custom force feedback, and then we wouldn't have these stupid issues. Anyway, that's going to wrap up this little video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.